We are live.
All right, baby, we got a show to do.
Good evening and fun topics to go over.
Really?
It's been it's been an interesting weekend. A lot of crazy let's see. More fun. Let's start with some fun news or just sports news, I guess. Um the Norway game. You saw it. I didn't get to see it. So
Saw it live, and
kind of surprising. I like
everybody now has seen it. When I told your mom walked out of the room, and I go, "You're not going to believe what just happened." And she's like, "No way, no way." I said, "I swear, I saw it. It happened." I was watching outside, and she walked inside for a second, came back. I said, "You're not going to believe what you missed."
huh.
Okay. I'm trying to think of his name's Alfie, by the way. Did you know
Oh,
this?
you mean
Mr. Holland.
Erling's dad?
Erling's father is, it's got a weird name, but he goes by Alfie. And,
He's
you,
Norwegians.
I don't know why people do this, but Alfie played soccer in England. And I'm not sure for what team. I heard it was Leeds, but I
Leeds.
Leeds. I'm not going to, swear by it, but I think I heard somebody say he was a player at Leeds. And while he was over there, he had his brat, the Terminator, was born. And
Yeah,
so,
so what is Brat Erling? I don't understand. It
no,
looks like
Erling, he calls him Brat. He also has a twin sister. Have you seen this thing on the internet?
this thing?
Yes.
You call her a
She's
thing? Oh no.
a female version of Erling
All right, this I
in
gotta
every
say.
way. And she is trying, like Erling is not, he's just naturally gets the spotlight just because he's kind of a cool guy. But his sister is, they call her Brat, and she is always trying to get in front of the camera or social media. And I had not seen her before, but I
Nor have
happened to look
I.
him up, and it came up with a picture of him with his twin sister. And it's a girl that looks just like him, which
Huh.
is scary.
All right, I gotta check this out. Erling Haaland sister. All right, no visual yet. Yeah, okay, I have seen her before.
All right.
Pretty close,
Yeah.
but you know,
She's a little zanier, a little crazier. I mean, Erling loves the camera, but he doesn't go search it out. This, I guess she does.
hmm.
So back to the story. I'm out there outside watching the game by myself. And I don't know if you saw this, but there was this controversial play where the soccer ball, um, England was going forward,
Hmm.
and Erling was behind the play. And it was moved back to halfway. And one of the England guys was right at the midline, and he went to kick the ball back in to the England's goal area.
Hmm.
And just as he hit it, this I don't know, I don't even know what the guy's name was, but it was a player from Norway. He tried to kick the ball too, but he ended up getting the guy's foot. And when he missed the ball, he purposely fouled the guy so he wouldn't get beyond him. And they looked at it, they looked at it. At the end of the day, ref basically said it was dangerous. It's a yellow card. And I thought at first when I came back, I just had gotten home from church. And I thought, did this guy get a red card? Because I heard red card on the radio. I was listening to the game on the radio.
Hmm.
No, I mean, it's a dangerous play, but it's a yellow. It's not a red. And then turns out a little bit later, the same guy goes after him when he's got the ball. And sure enough, the guy flops. Okay,
Mm.
so when he fell on the ground and went into dire agony, is an African American player for Norway. They look at it and they realize the guy misses him by 6 inches, never touches him with the kick. So he took a dive, right?
Mm.
Meanwhile, this is all going on. They go to it took like 6 minutes went by as they were looking at VAR. It was like a long time.
Mm.
And the guy was coming back on the field, and suddenly the camera goes to a VIP room where Erling is there, and he's with a bunch of Brits because he played British, and I guess it was some of his pals.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
And somebody says something to him below him, but in the same booth, and he flips the guy the middle finger, and then he goes like this. He makes this pattern right here, Ted. Look at me. He
I'm
does
looking.
this thing. Yeah, he does this.
Like a
So yeah, like he's the guy dove,
hmm
and and
I need to
Alfie's
see this.
right. Alfie's right. The guy dove. The guy out and out dove, and so he got a second yellow, and then the double yellow got him a red, and he was out of the game. So Norway was playing short. And
Hmm.
I mean, I hate to say it, but England was so scared of losing. They were so conservative, and their coach was just he was going nuts on the sideline because he was telling them, at the second juice box break, he was telling his guys, you got to go forward. I thought that, seriously, I thought the moms were out there with orange slices, but the coach was like beside himself. He was like, you could see him. He's, you know, demonstrating all this stuff because he couldn't get England to go forward,
Hmm.
especially after the goal. Once England scored their first goal, they were like, they're content. Let's win 1-0. We don't want to lose our backside. They were Norway was better at moving forward than anybody gave them credit. And
Hmm.
when they had to do it, they could do it. They were very well organized.
Well, did you see that play I sent you a GIF of? I didn't see this in the game, but there was that. Did you see it? The video I
I'm
sent
not
you?
sure. I'm not sure what that was. No,
No, you didn't
explain
check
it.
it out. I might be able to show you. It's like this play where he has the moment to pass it here. I can actually. He has the moment to pass it to Haaland, and he just doesn't do it right there. Doesn't do it, and they catch up, and
Oh, no, I didn't see that.
so
Oh, yeah,
that's
this is
crazy.
really weird. I mean, I hate to get out of this game and go to another game, but Argentina is playing a really strange game. It's like they're so caught up in, I think, golden goal, in a golden boot, right? That they're so caught up in it that they're trying to feed Messi. And the reality is it's turning a double team into a triple team. And there's guys running loose on Argentina that are free and easy. If you just play the guy that's open, Argentina is going to kill these teams, right?
Hmm.
And I don't understand why then finally, I mean, after the double team went to a triple team, it was impossible to notice. The coach you could see him, he's pleading with the guys. Look at Ernesto. Look at, Rodri. These guys are wide open. And so finally, the other guys they got the goals and they went ahead. But it's really weird that you get so, you're so Messiized. You think Messi's the savior that you won't play anybody that's opened the ball?
I I wonder what that guy is like in real life. Um, I've seen this one kid on TikTok did like took a bunch of like videos of him, like
Yes.
just like these found videos of him just in social situations, just being kind of strange. People talking to him and him like not looking at them. I mean, there's only like six examples. It's not really like fair to judge, but they make him seem really kind of like odd,
ADD, a
almost
little ADD.
like almost like autistic or something. I don't
He,
know.
he might be a soccer genius. I do know this, and again, it's to me, it's weird. Within my own family, my brother Mark and Bailey and Brenna all wore Messi jerseys a lot of the times when they went out. They were nuts for Messi.
I didn't know that. That's
Oh my
pretty
God.
funny. I mean, Messi's great, but I mean, yeah, his like low growth hormone thing is very interesting. His his lower center of gravity makes him like very well balanced when he's doing his
He's
thing.
super
And
powerful.
and he just like you don't know when he's gonna shoot. He like he can't tell if he's just gonna what he's up to, and suddenly a ball just rips behind four defenders, and the goalkeeper's just like can't react because he doesn't even see it coming.
Yeah, he sees scenarios that most people don't see. Like if I could, like how many times did you see him put it right through some, nutmeg goalies? Because they say, like his teammates say that his eyes are on a corner so that the goalie is stretching his legs out, but his peripheral sees the hole, the gap between the legs and Meg's the guy. So he does that a lot.
I was reading an article like how is he so quick still at this age, at this point in his game? And apparently he is one of the best players at scanning the field. So he's
Yeah.
constantly looking over his shoulder, looking at every situation. So he's basically is already knowing what he's going to do when he gets the ball. And he already has
And
an idea of what's going to happen. And thinking back to when I used to play, I don't think I did that very much. Kind of
but
kept, I mean, I looked a little bit, but I didn't scan like it seems like I needed to.
But Ted Erling is like that too. Okay, now I'm going to bring up one of my favorite players from the past. Okay, so we're watching the France game, and they go to the VIP room, one of the VIP suites, and God, guess who is one of my favorite players is playing with this little girl. She's probably 4. Okay, and they're goofing around in the VIP room, and there's a break of the game, so they're showing here's the celebrities, and it was Griezmann. Remember Griezmann?
Of course, he's
Okay,
Atletico.
he's like he's probably about 5'8", 5'9", kind of strong, but not unusually. He's probably similar in some ways to Messi, but I said,
Oh,
"Oh
he's
my
much
God!"
taller.
Well, Griezmann's he's like 36 or 37. He's really not that old. And so I went back and I looked highlights for Griezmann. I was watching him on YouTube, and him and Erling are very similar. They creep into the box late on purpose. Like the
When did
line of defense is set up, and then you see them creeping in slowly and looking for the gap. And there's certain guys on those France teams that look for Griezmann, and Griezmann had it. For not being a gigantic guy, he was awesome with headers. I mean, out of this world. I forgot how good he was.
hmm.
So there are guys, like you said, they've got this vision. They're creeping along that front line, and they don't pounce until the ball's hit.
It's easier to get a step on it when you kind of like see the play or you kind of know I should probably move away. There's too much danger over here and so on and so forth.
Yeah. And not everybody has that. Like Spain, they keep trying to feint. They feed, the young player. They keep trying to feed the.
Yamin?
Yeah, I mean, they keep trying to feed him.
Wait, Lamin Yamal. Sorry. I was
Yeah,
saying Yamin. We say just Yamin to shorten it.
well, that's what I say. I call Shotani the same thing. I mean, I just use both names.
He
Um,
had a great first his first play of the day today was great.
what do you do? Hit a home run?
First pitch. First swing of the bat,
What happened?
but they lost.
3 games they lost to the Diamondbacks. Amazing.
3 games we've lost?
They lost Friday and Saturday, and they got
What?
they got beat bad. Last night they lost 9-1 or 9-2.
Man, I
Yeah,
was
we
too busy both nights to watch the highlights. So wow, that's surprising. So
we
wow.
stopped watching. They're. I was like, this team is already on summer break, man. They are all-star ready.
I guess so, but today's game was I'm trying to figure it out. I heard Shihan pitched, but it sounds like it was also a bullpen game.
Well, Sheehan gets Gian by not by his, he gets the bullpen early. If he's not pitching well, they got to go to the bullpen.
5-3, I guess it's not horrible,
What,
but
5-3?
yeah.
How many innings
But
Sheehan
we
get?
got swept, which is crazy.
He got swept.
That's wild. I'm
And the Diamondbacks, they play hard every pitch. Every pitch.
let's
They
see if
play.
I can pitching Let's see here. So, okay, it was he only pitched five, which honestly is like what most pitchers can only do.
Five is
Maybe,
five is a complete game. If you don't go five, you can't get the win or the loss.
yeah.
So a lot of times they measure a guy like if they say, "Hey, your pitch count's 105." If they're at 100 and it's the fifth inning, that's it. You're going to finish there, and that's going to be it. They don't want to kill you for the rest of the season.
Um, and then we have a bunch of some of these pitchers that I'm not really familiar with Edgardo Enriquez, but he did bad, only point 0.2 inning pitched, hit, error, base on ball, and yeah.
And you
So they
you want to know
switched it. So
something?
then they switched to Brock Stewart, who I'm not really that familiar with. He only fit.
We had him 3 years ago, and he came back. Henriquez is probably the greatest talent I've ever seen in a Dodger uniform pitcher. I mean, when you
Oh,
see him, he's got to be about 6'6", about 225. He throws 101, 102, but they haven't taught him the finer points of getting guys out yet. They're just letting him go on his raw talent.
yeah. He needs to calm down or something because he
He
kind of
needs to
poops.
learn he doesn't know how to pitch yet. He just throws.
All right. Well, I mean, hey, we'll see if we can train him. I mean,
He's young. He's young.
hopefully, maybe Yamamoto can show him. I
And then
mean,
they
I don't know.
probably, I saw that Knapp came up yesterday, so Knapp probably got in that game. Do you see him in there?
No, Tanner Scott came in next after Brock Stewart, and then Evan Phillips, who also got a hit and error.
Yeah, we've been having a lot of errors lately. But I think that Evan just came back from, I think, a shoulder, and he is, to me, I mean, that's the guy I call the Tin Man because he looks just like the Tin Man from The Wizard of Oz. I think he's really good. His ball has a lot of movement, and he says he's feeling really good. He just needs to get some, repetitions. But our boy that went to where'd he go? Cuba or no Puerto Rico, and he was fighting chickens.
Kike?
Edwin Diaz or Edwin? What's
Oh,
Edwin?
oh yeah, Edwin Diaz. That's it.
He is at Oklahoma City right now. So he's thrown 2 games, and they think he'll have to throw 2 or 3 more, and then he'll be with the team.
All
So
right, yeah,
he,
forgot. We got to get the trumpet going again. You know, poor he got hurt, right? And then he had to.
they found something. His elbow was hurting, and they found like bone particles just floating
Oh,
in
wow.
there that were getting caught in the wrong places. So they did some new kind of less invasive way to go in and get him out. And then they end up doing the same thing to Snell's shoulder. And Snell is probably 2 to 3 weeks away, and he says he hadn't felt like this since he was like first or second year in the majors.
Oh, it's so good to hear. Forgot about old Snelly.
Yeah, the guy that you're not hearing anything about is Glass now. You're just not Glass
I haven't
Nost.
heard a peep at old Glass now,
Yeah,
man.
Glass Nost has
They're
a
all our champions.
well. He's like 6'7", 6'8", and tall guys have back issues, and he's got a back that keeps going into spasm.
Damn, man. Got to spend some time at the Wii Spa.
He's got he's got disc problems, and he's got to go into the cold plunge all day long.
Ah, it sucks when like it's due to like your body that you're training, but for you just shit just breaks down,
You're
and
too tall.
obviously everyone's different. Some
You're
people
too
have
tall.
these, but some people like Wemby. I don't know if it's gonna affect some people. It can have a frame that can support it or whatever. I don't know. Some people don't have it. It's just luck of the draw. Speaking of bodies failing them,
Wemby might be alien. Didn't quite have the movements of a human.
but speaking of bodies failing them, uh last night was apparently like Conor McGregor's big comeback, and he was fighting Holloway, who I don't really care who fights. at this fight, but I mean, it's just like Connor, whatever. And apparently I don't know, he like jumped and non-contact injury, hurt his knee, fight's over.
Well, oh, that's a good thing. We after church, our goal was to go to a sports bar nearby, and we went to something called Big Bob's. We've never been there before. We driven by it. It was in Fullerton, and we go, and I drop your mom off because the parking lot is just so packed with cars. I go, see if you can get a spot at the bar. I'm going to circle and look for a spot. So I go all the way around and in through the alley. And she calls me and she says, no way. It's standing, SRO, standing room only. And we got to pay $6 each for a cover because they're showing the soccer and the UFC. And but I saw by the crowd, I mean, young males between 18 and 25.
Ugh.
They love the UFC, especially when they hear the word. So I didn't even check the paper this morning. I thought, I wonder what the big name was. And it was Conor McGregor. Oh my God. I mean, people love him. They absolutely love him.
Whether you love him or
Conor McGregor, Mary, was fighting.
I mean, people love him because he's so abrasive. He's such a dick to people. And then out of nowhere, he'll be nice, and people will be like, "Aw." And then like he'll go, I don't know, go on another cocaine binge and fight and hit a poor old man at a bar. I don't know, dude. He's just crazy, and he's
He picked,
also
he
and
picked
apparently
the wrong,
and,
wrong night to go to Big Bob's because
and apparently he's the sexual offender because they say they had to dislodge uh a tampon out of this poor woman because it was so pushed up her uterus, which is very scary. But hey, that's just what
did
I'm
you
hearing.
did you have, I don't know if you follow or watch any tennis, but Wimbledon's final was today, and
You know,
there's a
yeah, tell me about it because
there,
I didn't really
well,
pay too much of attention,
I,
and
I
I like
love this.
tennis, but not that much.
I love this guy Sinner. He's Italian, but he's from the Dolomites, so he's right near the Austrian border in the mountains.
The
And his parent,
Dolomites.
and
That's
his,
a
he was
cool mountain
he was a
range.
skier. He was a skier in his youth till he got too tall. But he's really good. I love watching him. He's so smooth. But he was playing a German called Zverev. Wait a minute, is that it? Zverev.
Zverev,
Zverev. And
Zverev.
he has been out of competitive tennis for a while because he beat both of his previous two partners. He just beat them.
Oh,
And it came out, and of course, when he walked in the first time he tried to play tennis, he was getting booed like crazy. So he just left and he came back. It's been about 18 months. And so I want to say he came back a couple of months ago and he's starting to work his way back up. And he made it to the finals, Wimbledon. He's really good, but in the end, Sinner beat him. The Sinner beat the beater. So,
I don't know how
but
some of these people get still can stay in sports and make a living when they have these crimes on their rap sheets. I don't know. It's pretty money
Sinner's such,
talks.
Sinner's such a nice guy, and he's Italian, he's Catholic. And I saw one time they say,
Something going on with your mic. I don't know what it is, but it's hard to hear
hey,
you.
uh, do they feel like is your name a heavy load to carry, Sinner? And he kind of giggled. I think he thought it was funny.
Uh-huh.
And then he said, in my religion, all men are sinners and we have to repent. So I'm not ashamed of my name. It's cute the way he said it.
It is what it is. You can't choose your name like um shoot. Man, I was just talking about some unfortunate last names. They're just like, damn, that's
There's some bad,
crazy.
there's some bad first names too. I mean, it's like
Oh,
we've got a couple of new children in the family. I won't even mention them on the radio. I can't just like,
no, don't not our own kind, someone
no,
else's.
but where did you get that name?
Um I can't nothing's coming to mind, sadly, but there's some crazy new age names that are pretty bonkers, and there's also some really old names that you just gotta go, damn, that's too bad. Speaking of crazy names, Lindsey Graham.
Yeah,
Name a
Lindsey.
man Lindsay.
Yeah, there's a couple of them out there. Lindsey Graham actually was a good guy,
Well, I
and
don't know all about that. I hear he's a horrible, horrible man, and apparently he was soliciting a lot of gay favors from.
no,
Yes, that's what they're saying, and they
the,
confirmed it by saying he's got all these weird moles on his ass, and the autopsy report, I think, confirmed it. He done did have those gross moles. Ugh. I wish I didn't know this stuff.
well, okay. So as a politician, he was a senator for a long time. He was, you know, the head of some very successful boards within the Senate, and he was a leader. I mean, people liked him, and they went with his recommendations. So I think overall, he's a good guy. I think. I didn't know about
Well,
that.
I always thought he kind of sounded a little feminine, and I would always hear this stuff on the internet, these rumors. So, eh.
The rumors, and I hate to repeat them, but like I've heard the other thing about McConnell and him being brain dead, and if he goes all the way to his expiration date, then he has the ability, or his group has the ability to name a successor. So they're trying to fake that he's not dead, but he might be dead. It's a tough one, man.
I can't remember who tweeted out, but they're just saying it's a done deal. But then I just saw a picture today of him with his wife, and he has a copy of the paper, and there is enough of a picture of the sports page that the Redditors went to looking at it, and it is a picture from today's paper from where they're at. So I don't know how they did it. If it's true or not, who the hell knows?
Well, I mean,
I don't know.
before he lost his
I mean, he
brainwave,
seems pretty
maybe he
brain
took a
dead even
maybe he
before
took
they
a
said
picture.
this.
Maybe he took a picture with the newspaper, and then they just keep photoshopping.
Oh, I know. AI is very powerful, and like who knows how they're doing this, but a lot of people are ain't buying it, and I'm kind of like seems pretty suspect. Like just even putting that picture out is like the fact that they have to defend themselves like this, and just why don't you just record a video?
Yeah, we
It
woke
wouldn't
up
take long to record a video if he was
the
actually like conscious.
last 2 days. I feel like I can read the tea leaves pretty good. It was probably 2 weeks ago, maybe it was 3 weeks ago, where we signed a peace accord, and everybody was saying we're close to a deal with Iran. And I told Mary, I said, Mary, we're going to have to bomb them. I would say somewhere between a half a dozen and a dozen more times before they come to the real table. They're just, they are so full of shit.
Of
That's just their
course.
nature.
Yes, that's what they use. They say, "Oh, sure," and then they don't do it, and they're just gonna have to keep repeating that cycle until
I can tell you, in the
I
same
don't
Bible
know.
we got and the same Bible they got, it always says the devil is the great liar. That's what he is. He's a liar. And so they lie. They just freaking lie, 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 lie. And I can't believe anybody negotiating believes any of
Mm.
it. Everybody, and now they're all this controversy in the newspapers all the time. Did we win the war or did we lose the war? The war is probably a fraction started. This is going to go a long time until every little strategic thing is annihilated. It doesn't end until that happens. I hate to say it, but they're just not going to play. They're not going, they don't play fair.
Dude, they don't
Just-
play.
they don't play. They don't play. They lie. And Trump, come on, man.
Some couple of players. That's what they
Quit
are.
saying them we're a day or two away from them signing a treaty. I don't care if they sign it. They're going to sign it. They're still going to lie. They're going to lie. That's what they do.
Yeah, I mean that seems to be the pattern that we're seeing. Who knows when that's going to happen? I feel like the Ukraine war is actually nearing an end, though. I hear you they're they right now have got like maybe like hundreds of drones going at Moscow now, but they're soon gonna like ramp it up to like thousands and just overwhelm them and hopefully turn end this damn thing.
Yeah,
That'd be
but
cool.
I hope they don't turn around and try to run Russia.
No, they would.
The
They have no
problem though,
interest.
look at we have the same problem with Iran. Is there one person that we could trust in Iran? I think there's a lot, but they might not have leadership skills.
Who the hell knows? And then there's that whole thing about the Ukrainian leadership being like these neo-Nazis in disguise. Remember that?
No, I've not heard this one.
What?
No, I've never heard that.
Yeah, there's like the whole thing that's like in the ranks among them are like, neo-Nazis or whatever.
But I did
Let
when
me
I
let
told
me
you, I went to my high school reunion and a friend from high school that's from our Ukraine, he says, don't for a second trust the group that's running the show. He said that. He said it's just all about money.
what
It's all
show?
about the guy said basically, the leader, he's just doing this for money.
Zelensky?
Yeah. It's all about money. He's gonna be the ruler at some point in time. He's gonna be able to go to the bank with it.
Damn, a comedian? I hope not. I hope that's just like it's just so funny if that's how it like the fact that he's even the president. I have to like look at his career. I just know that he's like a comedian, you know?
When I was watching Wimbledon today, they showed the right above the King's box. Kate Middleton is in there, but two couple rows above her was Ben Stiller, and he's got a nice suit on, got sunglasses. He looks calm and cool, and he's just got this crazy hair. I mean, what the heck is he doing with the hair?
Oh, he's got crazy hair? Ben Stiller?
Ben
No.
Stiller. Speaking of hair, all I can see is the top of your head. What are you doing over there?
I'm trying to look at what you're telling me. So Ben Stiller at Wimbledon? Let's see.
Crazy hair.
Not really. It's just his hair. It's just
It's just standing straight up. Can you,
what's wrong with
you
that? Doesn't look like he's trying hard. If it was doing
90%,
something crazy or like really out of whack,
90% of humanity either combs it straight back or has a part. And then there's Ben Stiller. It just goes straight up.
he looks like he'd make a great cop, a good bike cop, you know? I can't hear you. We gotta figure out your
I
are
turned
you
my
using the microphone I gave you or
I,
the whatever?
I have the mic on, but I turned away from it, and it does
I
not.
can't you're something's weird about it. It keeps coming in and out.
How is it now?
Perfect. I wonder maybe you just use like good old fashioned Apple headphones.
I don't have any that fit this computer.
I'll get you some.
Oh my God, you keep sending stuff to me. It's ridiculous.
Hey, this connection's been pretty great, has it not been?
Yeah, it's way fast. It's completely,
Yeah, the
unplugged.
Wi-Fi is just unreliable, and I don't want to go to the hassle of setting up an access point. That's just
What am I going to do
more
when
than we need.
your mother trips because I'm 30 feet away from the.
You roll it back up,
I know I'm going to have to. I'm going to have to get on.
store it away, and hey, at least now you can sit here, which is nice.
Oh, this is good. This isn't bad.
That's
Okay.
great.
Okay.
Well, those were the topics I really wanted to cover, and I didn't want to make this too long of an episode because
Well, we
I
we have one more subject. I got
okay,
to get this off my chest. Okay.
let's hear it.
It is the next round of soccer. Okay? So I'm going to say,
Damn, it just sounds like
if,
you're underwater sometimes. Like
I keep turning my head.
that's
If
weird that it has to be like that,
just
but
turn my head, I'm just going to say that if Argentina keeps looking for Messi, they're going to lose. And Spain has to start using their experienced guys. They got a bunch of guys that can score goals, but
dude, they have Cucaracha and his crazy
but
hair.
they keep going to every time they want to feed Lamine. It's so stupid. Um, France, I still think is the likely winner. They got two scorers. They play independent.
Boo.
Yeah, but they got what's the Dembele and Mapapi are both really good, and
Poppy.
they share the ball.
Dude, but Poppy is hard to beat. I can't deny that.
Kane and Bellingham are very
So,
good,
like they have two goal scorers too, which is
but
like,
will they go forward? I mean, like they were so cautious and their coach was so pissed at him. And I don't blame him.
well,
I
maybe
don't.
he'll give them a stern talking to.
And
Uh,
it's funny to see him talking to them because he's German. And
yeah, I
he's
was
like,
trying to figure out um where that accent was from. Okay, thanks for clearing that up. Reminds me of like Agent Smith or something.
he's kind of like that. Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
He's a German.
he's a German.
The only thing, though, that Spain has a chance against France is they got a really
They have really good what?
good defense.
Yeah, I
Man,
haven't been able to watch their defense too much, and I don't know anybody on the team except Lamine Yamal.
oh, wait till you see them. They are so organized. And when they, first of all, they control the damn ball. But then when they lose the ball, they get it back in between, somewhere between 6 and 7 seconds, they get it back. And
Oh wow.
the best of the rest are 16 to 17 seconds. So
Hmm.
when they lose it, they get it right back. It's
Okay.
crazy. They just maul the guy with the ball.
Oh, wow. Maybe I should rewatch their last game. But France and Spain is going to be all time. I'm looking forward to that.
Unfortunately, it's the title game. We're getting the championship game in the semi. I don't think anybody can beat the.
Damn.
That's the bummer of this. I mean, that's the bummer. I would love it if they'd say, you know what? I wish that bald dude would go, you know what? I've changed my mind. France, you're playing Argentina. Spain, you're playing England. I would love to see that.
Yeah. That I think that does make sense.
They're
You're
not going
right,
to.
because it's going to be I mean, you don't count England out. They could surprise you. It all depends on how everybody plays. I mean, I gotta say, like, it's crazy how some people um
And I'll tell you that Bellingham was the only guy with the chops. He was all world. He was
hmm,
really good, really, really, really good. But there's a guy on Spain named Marino, and he gets all kinds of goals in the I think for Real Madrid.
hmm.
And that dude, he comes in a game, he's in 4 or 5 minutes, he scores. He is just he's just around the ball. He watches the ball. Anybody spills that ball near the goal, boom, he pops it in.
Hmm.
Marino's badass. He is. You should see if you want to see something funny. See his goal at the end of the Spanish game, where he goes flying through the air. After he kicks it, he knocks it in, and then the goalie gets underneath him, and he goes flying.
Hmm. Uh, yeah, I think I've seen this guy hit a couple of his highlights. And I just don't know anybody of the Spanish team anymore, which is so funny. And I was like recounting like, the players I grew up watching, like Sergio Ramos and David Villa and Puyol and
Oh,
uh
that's kind of fun.
Fernando Torres and
There's
just
a guy on this team that looks like Puyol. I mean,
yeah, it's Cucaracha, but that's just because of the hair.
yeah,
And
but
that's
he's
not
good.
his name. I can't let me hold up. I gotta look at his name.
No, he's
Spain
really
team.
good. They have interchangeable parts. There's a dude in there called Rodri that plays the 10 position that just distributes the ball. He's really good. He is really solid. Shit. And if anybody around him loses that ball, he gets the ball back in seconds. He is like doesn't score, doesn't want to score, never gets near a free kick or a corner kick. He's just he's behind the play, and all he's doing is knocking it back to the right guy.
Hmm.
They got role players. They look for them. They tell them what the role is. They play the role, and they're dangerous. But I think France got a little bit more firepower, but Spain's good. They are good, and
Well,
yeah,
according to Lamine, they beat him in the last two games they played them, and they're not afraid.
yeah. I don't think it was this level. Let's see. But
Let's see.
Maybe the guy on the left back is somebody that Yamin can handle, but they've been throwing at least two guys on him, so he's not getting loose. He has to get his head up and look for guys that are wide open, and they'll win
Hmm.
because he creates. I mean, he can create. It just that double, then there's a triple, and he's caught. So, all right. Well, looking forward to these games this week. Anything you want to say about Oak Quarry?
Hold on, before we switch up, I just want to double check the times of the games. So we're looking at Tuesday and Wednesday,
Yeah.
12 p.m. for both games. All right. Oak Quarry was pretty sweet
Yeah, awesome.
and it was beautiful course. I'll send you some of the photos. I mean, you've played it, I'm sure, a couple
Well,
times.
I mean, when we lived in Temecula, it's not far from Temecula.
Yeah,
It's not far at
it's
all.
a nice desert course. It was in great condition. Um, I played miraculously pretty good, actually. I didn't have any mistakes off the tee box, which is like surprising. I just kept like
You guys,
making this
you
like,
guys,
what the hell?
you guys play the whites or the blues?
We played the blues.
That's a long course.
I was hitting my 3 wood. I was blasting it. And of course, and I was actually playing one ball for a majority of the round until the 14th hole. And it was because I decided to play my driver. And for some reason, I have a hard time waiting for the head to catch up with the body. And for some reason, I don't have that issue with any other club, but for some reason, that one, and I had to take a breakfast ball on that. And
Sometimes I have the same issue. You just have to. It's got to be your torso, man, and you've got to lock your feet into the ground, and you got to hold your stomach in at about 25%. And if you don't do that, if you get loose with that club, good luck.
hey, but keeping my elbow in, pretending there's a towel there has really helped, and just, head down the whole time, making sure you actually make good contact. And then, you know,
That's a really, really nice course, isn't it?
it was, yeah, it
I'm,
was
I'm not sure when I
nice.
played it, it was probably, it's got to be 10 years ago. And I want to say we paid like 145. So I don't know what it is now. On a Saturday, it's got to be close to two bills at least.
Uh, yeah, company event, so don't
How
know.
nice is that? You can check it out when you get a second, but I bet it's two bills on Saturday.
It's yeah, and it was and great to leave the course uh you know
And it's
having
not
great.
that
I did triple for the last hole, but for just I don't know, man. The greens were just very fast,
it's
and
not
I was just
it's not
not
that
hitting my putter very well.
it's not that crowded because of the money. How much never really crowded.
There were a group of girls who were kind of playing kind of fast and they actually hit into us at one point, and then that was kind of funny. But other than that, great day, great weather. And today it's
Must
all
have been
like
pretty
cloudy, so it's so funny that we had the good day of the weekend.
They must have been pretty good players to be hitting Indy.
Yeah, we had pretty. Oh, them?
Yeah,
Well, they were playing off the red, and it was a three. I think it was a par three or a short par four that they hit a tree near us.
interesting. All right. Well, listen, I'm good. We'll chat during the week. I hope you have a great week. And
You too.
I got one question offline,
Yeah.
so please call back.
All right, we'll do. All right.
Love you.
Later,
Bye.
everybody. Love you. Bye.